Hi guys, Lady Random here and welcome back to Regrowth. Okay, one very quick thing I want to show you before we get started today is something that Desert Rat very kindly commented on to help us a little bit with our water power. So we're going to nip back into witchery very quickly. Basically, he let me know that there was an item that I could craft in the Petal Apothecary using 16 mystical pink petals and a seed. And can you guess what it gave me? Yeah, I got that. I got a player head. Let's just grab that back off and I'll just sort of show you the difference that makes. So, altar without the head is 3, 6, 7, 8 and on times 4. However, if we pop the head on, and I have no idea whose head that is, but whoever's it is, thank you. That now takes it up to 6130 and it's 6 times speed. So that is amazing. That has made such a difference. So huge thanks to DR for that. So, Thaumcraft. We started a bit of Thaumcraft in the last episode and we're looking to try to start doing some research and start getting our arcane workbench, which we'll need in order to actually make that. So if we looked at our arcane workbench, which is this item here, which is basically, this is the Thaumcraft equivalent of a crafting table. And in order to make that, we're going to need some greatwood logs, I believe. And the only way we can actually get greatwood, if I show a greatwood sapling, what we actually need to do in order to get that. So we need to use the runic altar. We need 2 essence of nature. We need 3 strong essence. We need a hawthorn, an alder, a rowan sapling, and we need a treefid seed. Now, we didn't make the treefid seed in the last episode, but we're going to need to do that. So we're going to need some Mutandis Extremis, we need Reek of Misfortune, we need Tear of the Goddess, we need Water Artichoke, we need Mandrake Root, and we need Ember Moss. Now, I think to a greater or lesser degree we've got some of that. So we've got Mandrake Root, we have Water Artichoke, which is cool. We've got some Ember Moss, which is good. I think it was just the one piece of Ember Moss, wasn't it? One piece of Ember Moss, yeah. So it's the Mutandis Extremis that we need. I don't think I have any more of that. So, oh no, we have. We've got 16 of those. So that's cool. I keep going into the wrong thing. Let's try not having the... that there, 4 of those, and we need a Reek of Misfortune and we need Tear of the Goddess. Now I don't know whether we have those on here. So we do have a Reek of Misfortune, got Breath of the Goddess, and we have Diamond Vapours. So what do we need to make Tear of the Goddess? So we need lapis and we need Breath of the Goddess. Okay, that's okay. We've got 1 Breath of the Goddess. And how many clay jars do we need? Is it just the 1? 3 clay jars and a piece of lapis. Alrighty, well that's not too tricky to make. Where did I put them? There. 1, 2, 3. Let's go grab some lapis. Go grab some lapis. No idea why I just sang that, but I did. I think we should hopefully have, yeah, there we go. Piece of lapis there. Let's go back up this one. Really do with putting a better route up, really, couldn't we? So let's go over to our distillery. Now this should happen way quicker than it did. So Breath of the Goddess, lapis, let's see how quickly that goes now. Yeah, that's happening a lot more quickly, isn't it? In the meantime, we'll go and stick our other bits over in the crafting station. So that's our Mutandis, our Reek of Misfortune, our Mandrake Root, our Water Artichoke Globe, and our Ember Moss. And this is so very nearly done. But this will give us a greatwood sapling, which we're going to need as part of our Thaumcraft to get all of the wood that we need to be able to make the there we go. So it gives us a whiff of magic, foul fume, tear of the goddess, and a slime ball. Because everybody needs a slime ball, right? Let's just go back into here. So whiff of magic. Are we full of whiffs of magic? We foul fume. We out of whiffs of magic? Goodness, we are. Well, there we go. There's a thing. Let's stick that slime ball in there for a moment. No, my tiny head just can't cope with it. Let's just put that in there. So back to here, we need to put that into there, and that gives us 2 Treeford seeds, which I think should actually complete a quest for us. Amazing. So we've detected our Treeford seed, which is great. That gives us a reward of another creeper heart, which we can stick straight into there. So I'm going to leave 1 Treeford seed in there. The other one we'll need to take down to our altar. So we need 1 of each of the, if I can walk properly and not be pressing random buttons. 1 of you, 1 of you, 1 of you. Let's move all of these out of my inventory because I don't need those. And then we need some nature essence and we need some strong essence. So let's go see what we've got in our chest. So nature essence, that's nice and easy. A couple of them. And strong essence. That's extreme. They're strong. And it was 1, 2, 3 of those, I believe. And we need to do that in our runic altar. So we'll be needing, obviously, our wand of the forest. And we'll also be needing some living rock as well, I should imagine, because we generally need living rock for everything. So let's get a piece of living rock. Let's get our wand of the forest. And let's have a go at this and let's see what happens. Hopefully we've got everything that we need. There we go. Now, I've got no idea whether this is a particularly fast or slow thing, but fortunately because we've got our elven mana spreader, it's going pretty quickly. Whizzing through there. Hopefully, if we ever chop this down, we will get a whole bunch of saplings. Now, what I'm not sure about is whether we need more than 1 of these to grow. So, I'm going to let's grab some bone meal. Let's just harvest this lot while we're here. And why don't we harvest our shard essence as well, just while we're here. And we need to plant this somewhere. Now it needs quite a lot of space, so I'm kind of thinking let's put it down, let's put it here. Let's go make ourselves some bones. Lots of the bones, all the bones. Awesome. And let's make ourselves all the bone meal. Amaze. And let's see if we can try and grow this. Oh, I see. I'm wondering, what does that need to grow? Bone meal don't work. Note to self. Bone meal is not a thing for great wood saplings. Okay. Do we need 4? Because I mean they are massive trees. Absolutely massive trees. So does that mean that we actually need to make more? Probably is the answer to that. Unless, so we don't want to make mutandis. I don't think floral fertiliser will work either. So it doesn't say that we need a load. Let's have a look at our book and see whether we've unlocked anything else. Yeah, we don't really want to be playing with that just yet. Have we unlocked anything else at all? Oh, we have. The way the world feels. There we go. Let's open that up. Awesome, look at us. Just zooming through. That's opened up those bits, so we've got those vital link now. So, table discussion. So now that you have access to great wood, you can start to learn more of the basic thaumaturgy. Above creation of the Thaumonomicon and wooden wand. As can be seen in the Thaumonomicon, you can create tables from great wood and then use these tables to make a research desk and an arcane crafting table. So once you have your scribing tools, you can place 2 tables next to each other and then right click them. So technically we need 3 tables. So we'll need 1 for the arcane workbench, 2 for the research table, and that will give us some common treasure. We've got this, which is the great wood sapling. This will actually give us our great wood logs. Amazing. So the life energy you've seen in tree fids has inspired you to try and use it to resurrect some of the most awe-inspiring tree species you recall from before the cataclysm. These great wood trees have such inane magic in them that the single sapling will grow into a huge tree with a 2x2 trunk as long as space is afforded to it. So it should work. That will give us 3 more, and it will give us our great wood logs. So I think it needs like a 7x7 space, maybe. So in theory that should be big enough. I'm probably about to find out that that actually is not the case. But I'll keep that down there. But yeah, we've now got our great wood logs. So let's head back down to our Thaumcraft area. We'll stick our great wood sapling into here. We'll put our stuff here. So, tables. Let's make tables. So, first of all, we're going to need some slabs. We are going to need to do that again because we do need a few more slabs. So, there we go. This should be enough to make us the 3 tables that we need. There we go. So 1, 2, 3. Awesome. So if we now go back into our book, like so, we can now look at the tables. So we've made 3 tables. We need to make scribing tools. So the scribing tools are glass vial, feather, and ink sac, or we can do it actually with glass bottles as well, which might actually be a little bit easier for us to do. Now we've got stacks of feathers, so we're not worried about that at all. Do we have any glass down here that we can quickly make some bottles with? We just need 1 of them. We've got 2. That's fine. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of those. We'll whiz those back up here quickly. We'll just throw them into our area. Ah, look. We've already been busy. We've already made glass. We made glass in the last one, didn't we, when we made the old manor stuff. So that's fine. It's not like we're going to need sort of too many bottles, but let's make plenty of them while we can. And we'll put those 2 glass just back into there. And we need a black ink sac, which will be located in this one here, I believe. There we go. So we can go ink sac, feather, glass bottle, and that gives us our scribing tools. So there we go. So we now got a detection task, so we now need to make the arcane workbench. So to make the arcane workbench, simply right click a table with your wand. So yeah, we are going to need to go back. Back. Elevators. I wish we had them. Right, so let's think about where we'd like to set these up then. So I think probably we'll have our research table here. Leave a space. Arcane workbench there. Let's grab our wand. Boom. There we go. So this is basically like the Thaumcraft crafting table. So you can use it as a normal crafting bench, but also this is the one where you would make some of the arcane elements and paraphernalia that you need. In order to do that, you need to actually have your wand in the bench, and it will give you the capacity that you need. And around here it'll actually tell you the V that you actually need in order to craft the item that you need. So if I left the wand in there, you just see it on top of the table, so I know it's there. I'm just going to take that out for a moment because we're going to need to go and get that charged up. So we have done that. We have an arcane workbench. Maybe I need to actually have that in my inventory, or can I do a manual detect? No, so it looks like I do need to gather that. Just have it in my inventory for a second. Awesome. There we go. So that can claim that reward, and that gives us 4 common treasure, which we'll go and have a look at in a second. But that has unlocked even more stuff for us, which is awesome. So research table is another thing that we can make. So if we go back into the quest line in our crafting task, so we should be able to do the research desk, and I think if we put down our arcane workbench again, let's put our 2 tables next to each other. I think we need to also click that with our wand, maybe? Should we try it? Oops. Try that. Whoops. Oh well, we've made another one of those, haven't we? That's fine. It's fine. Too useful. Let's just get another couple of logs, and we'll just make another great wood table. We'll pick this up for the moment because it might be that we've actually got to put this in our crafting bench. So like I said, I can show you that we can use this basically exactly the same as you would a normal crafting table. No wand in there. That'll give you that. And then do we need to put this in here with the scribing tools, maybe? With our wand in? No. Okay, well we'll hang on to those for the minute. I'm sure it will tell us very shortly what it is we need to do. Okay, so why don't we have a look at our uncommon treasure? So to do that, we just literally right click on that, and that has given us, so we've got an emerald, we've got some gold ingots, we've got a splash potion of strength, we've got 35 gold coins. Now the coins are actually useful because you can smelt those down in an alembic. I think it's like I can't think what the item's called now, but it's kind of like a furnace-y thing that cooks out the aspects. But you collect it in the arcane alembic, and you can hold on to those. So that's cool. We'll stick all of that stuff. It looks like we've got some bottles of enchanting as well in there, which is cool. Let's go back. So these are a really useful object. Now whether we have enough V in order to do those right now is another thing altogether. But these here, the goggles of revealing, are another way that we can wander around with those on and actually see the nodes. So we can take our thermometer with us, we can see the nodes, we can tap the nodes then, but it just means that we're not walking around trying to look through a thermometer, which is a pain in the backside. So the goggles of revealing are reasonably easy to make. I think it actually involves like a leather strap and two thermic lenses, so we will need to make those, which is fine, so we can come back to that. But we have this here, which is a greater capacity. So the way the iron capped wooden wand impacts nodes is concerning. Since Greatwood seems to be more attuned to V, it seems what will be a prime candidate for making a better wand. Your research also indicates that gold is also much better at channeling V than iron 2, so maybe you'll be able to avoid stripping a node of an aspect with it. So in order not to drain nodes of any aspects, along with having at least a gold-capped Greatwood wand, you will also need to research node preserver. So can we make a gold-banded capped wand? So you need to make a Greatwood rod. So gold banded Greatwood wand. So first of all, it's a Greatwood rod. It's actually even going to let me do this right now. I don't think it is it? Have we got to unlock something else in order to do this? Alright, niter. Can we do niter? This is the other thing. So, this is something that we can use instead of the heat from the fire for our cauldron, so it's much less burny. We can also use it as a light source as well, which is quite cool. So, niter. It's not letting me undo anything, is it? Well, this is really annoying. Really, really annoying. So we've completed that, we've completed that. So for this to make thaumium ingots, that is... Now I thought, is it iron? To make thaumium ingots? Okay, so we need to get Prescientato, so infusing iron with mana to create mana steel previously. So you wonder if a similar feat can be performed with the Prescientato, or Prescientatio, Precantatio, that's it. Precantatio aspect in the crucible. Some research may be required. So we need to make our research table. We really need to make our research table, don't we? How can we make that? Why don't we grab our Thaumonomicon and see whether we can figure out how to make that now. So we've got our thermometer. So, does it give us a recipe for a research table? Research table. How? Where are you? Is it in thaumaturgy? So this is where we've unlocked stuff. So the Great course we need to use scribing tools in order to do that. Same with that. Basic one craft. We've done. Just need to search through. This is the problem with finding everything in Thaumcraft. Just trying to work out where all the stuff is. Now, we haven't made glass files yet. We haven't made magic tallow. Artifice. Haha! There we go. Research table. So it's basically 2 of those in here. That's all it is, apparently. Is it in the normal crafting table? Can we do it in the normal one? So we've made a table. Made the arcane workbench. Well, this is really annoying. So the research table is created by placing 2 tables next to each other and then clicking on them with clicking on with the scribing tools. I am such a dummy. So I kind of had it right. I was trying to click on it with the wand, but not clicking on it with the scribing tools. You are an idiot, Lady Random. You are a complete donut. Right, do like that. Right click. Yay! We've got a research table. Yay! Woo! Success! So that now gives us the ability to actually do some research. Whoop whoop! Well done for us. So we've not actually unlocked anything else within that. But it does mean that we can start doing some of this. So we do need to do some research. So for that we will be needing papier. Let's go get ourselves, hopefully we've got enough here. That'll do. That'll do. Some paper. Awesome. Stick that back into there like so. So yeah, we do need paper. So we need to put paper into... Do we need paper? Oh, is it scrolls? Well, that's what we get at the end of it, isn't it? Is it paper in our inventory? So I haven't done research. I haven't done research for ages. But we've now got goggles of revealing. That's something we need to do. So we need to be looking at research. So you see here we've got the different aspects. Now we've got each of those have got numbers next to them, and that is basically what we've collected so far. So in order to carry out research, we'll need to find stuff within our Thaumonomicon that we can research. So we need scribing tools and paper to get the research mode done. So we need to make another set of scribing tools. So we're going to need another ink sac. We're going to need another feather, and we're going to need some more glass bottles, which is fine. We've got a load of those. This has been such a derpy episode. It's been that long since I've played with Thaumcraft. Have I got the bottles in my inventory? I do not. Let's whiz back down again. I need to find some kind of passageway, don't I, as well, to link all of this lot together a little bit more easily. So let's make ourselves another set of scribing tools. Another glass bottle out of there. Awesome. Right, so we now have scribing tools. So we can now look at researching. So research note added to inventory for that, and research note added for that. Add research note added for that. So I'm just going to try and add all these ones that are flashing for us at the moment. So what these now do is these give us the research notes, and that we actually need to pop those in here and actually carry out the research. Now it looks like with some of these that we won't know what the aspects are at this point, so we need to find... Yeah, let's have a look. So what's the gold wand core copper and the wand foci? So the great wood wand core. So we need to do some more different research, don't we? Let's go back to our Thaumonomicon. Let's go back to here. Research expertise. There we go. So hopefully this might... Right, okay, so we're starting to... So we've not discovered some of the aspects yet. So in order to be able to do that, we need to actually go out with our thermometer and discover a bunch of aspects before we can do any more research. So we're now at 30 minutes. We've been derping about for 30 minutes, and so far we've managed to make 2 tables in the whole episode. That's pretty bad. However, what I'll need to do is, between now and the next episode, is really get out and actually get a load more aspects discovered, because what we need to do is to try and find ways of sort of joining these aspects up And to do that, you kind of need to find sort of what things are made of, which aspects, you know, things are made of. So ignis, what's that made up of? What's air made up of? So you can kind of find the components that kind of link those together to actually complete your research. I was terrible, absolutely terrible at this. And I keep going in and out of things quite badly. But in the Thaumonomicon, there is a whole bunch of stuff about, if I can actually find out where it is, this here. So the aspects of magic. So it'll actually tell you through here. So you've got your primal aspects, so your air, aqua and ignis, but then it will tell you which other aspects are combinations of the prime aspects and others. So for Lux, that is air and ignis. Ordo is a primal aspect. Poditio is a primal aspect. Potentia is made up of Ordo and Ignis. Terra is a primal aspect, and that's about as much as we've discovered so far. So hopefully we'll be able to unlock those in the next episode. But I'll need to go and get my get myself going and actually start kind of trying to discover all those different aspects. But for now, guys, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we shall see you in the next one. Take care.